How's it? And welcome to my podcast. My name is Sally and I am Wooldiaries on Instagram and on Ravelry, and I'd like to welcome you to my podcast. So there you go. Consider yourself welcomed. Today is June the 16th, which is Youth Day here in South Africa. I am not going to try and explain what Youth Day is because So if you want to know what Youth Day is, go and Google it. There you go. It is a public holiday. 2 out of the 3 males are out the house. They're going to go get a haircut. So I thought I'd quickly record something because if I don't do it now, I'm never going to get it done. Last week, both the boys were writing exams at the same time, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and I did not have time to sit down for 2 seconds, let alone record. That's why I didn't record last week. I was going to record on Tuesday. What happened on Tuesday? What happened on Tuesday, people? Oh, Sally Jane. What happened on Tuesday? Tony's car went in for a major service. And, yes, I was running around between him and the boys and, yes, glorified taxi driver. So, I was challenged by Rachel to drink Rooibos tea. Now, she said I had to do it out of a tea bag. I don't own Rooibos, and I'm not going to go buy Rooibos tea just to drink it out of a tea bag. So, I do have this tower of Rooibos teas. My husband accidentally bought for me. And you can see in the middle, there is plain Rooibos. So, just to prove that I'm not going to cheat, there's my Rooibos. There's my little tea strainer thingy. And I'm going to try and do this without making a big mess. Because I don't cheat, I count. I complete the challenge as given, not make up my own rules as I go along. Oh, and I got Rooibos all over my keyboard. Right, so just so you can see I'm not cheating. Right, I just put the lid on it. There's Rooibos. Okay, closed. Okay. Now we just have to wait because you're supposed to do it the other way around, but I wanted to prove that I am drinking Rooibos, not anything else. And you can see all the bits floating out. Why? Because the Rooibos tea is... the bits are finer than my strainer's holes, so some of it comes out. It's not going to kill me. Doesn't exactly make it taste any nicer, but it doesn't kill me either. I just wanted to go be a bit darker so I can drink it. So yes, I challenged Rachel to show all her whips, and she decided to change the definition of a whip. A whip is a work in progress, whether you've knit or spun one strand or one fibre, or whether you've knit 2 stitches, it's still a work in progress. Rachel decided that she was going to redefine the definition of a work in progress. So, yeah, she cheated. But anyway. Moving on. And don't sit there and say no, but Rachel. Okay, so. Right. Take out my strainer. Our house is very hot. So, as you can see, I hate the smell of Rooibos. No sugar, no nothing. Straight up, like she said to me, challenge done. Okay, so that was that. Let's get on to some knitting. I am wearing my Rainer shawl from Ravelry. It's a free pattern. Everybody's knitting it at the moment. It's so super easy and so quick. It took me less than a week to do it. It was designed for variegated yarn. It is very basic, very basic. I used Nurturing Fibers in the Sailboat colorway. You'll see it's all about Nurturing Fibers this week. I'm using Stash. I'm using my Stash up. And the majority of my Stash is Nurturing Fibers. So I want to get... Oh, I didn't bring the prizes for you people. So there's the Rainer. It's blues and a red. And it's lovely. And it was very small when I first got it off the needles, and then I blocked it until it screams. And I'm thinking I do have some yarn left. I'm debating whether I want to put tassels on the end of these, on the end of the points or not. I'm going to wear it today, and then we'll see. We'll see. So it's still very hot. So I have one ever. I can't drink that. It's too hot. I will drink it just now. I have full works in progress to show you. One, two of them are, no, all three of them are knit-alongs. All three of them are knit-alongs. The first one I have pulled up is my knit-along for orange jellyfish dream yarns. And Sarah, who is the dyer, also is a designer, and she designed the High Priest of Rhythmic Noise, and it was actually free on Mother's Day this year. And it is a shawl that looks like that. So it's a High Priest of Rhythmic Noise, and she's got knit along until the end of the month going in her group for this. And I chose two colors that really are not me, actually, but I do like the way they're going together, I will tell you now. So it kind of feels like cheating this shawl, because it's done in wedges and it's all short rows. But it kind of feels like you're cheating because it goes so quickly. So I cast this on I can't remember, I think last weekend. I think so. And I'm using two Nurturing Fibers colorways. This one is Petit Forte, that thing, and I am using Katniss. So I've got two variegated, and I am loving the way that they are striping up. And as you can see, it's wedges. No, there you go. It is triangular. It is not asymmetrical. It is triangular. So yes, and I love it, and it goes so flippin' quickly. I am just about to start the last stripe section, and then I move on to the border. I love it. Absolutely love it. And like I said, it goes so quickly because you do the wedge and it's like zoom, done, and you've built half the shawl. Then you do the lighter section. In my case, it's the lighter section, and then you do another wedge and it's like zoom, done. It's like, okay, cool, finished. So yes, I am carrying my colours up the side. The pattern didn't say whether or not to, but if I don't have to weave in ends, I'm not going to weave in ends. So yes, and I'm knitting those on Chalgoos, of course. So that's that one that you haven't seen, and that is living in my party bag from Magic Genie in Austin, Texas. The second one I'm doing is a knit along with just one of my friends in Morocco. Sandy. And I have always wanted to do the shawl. I do not know why, but I've always wanted to do it. It is the Exploration Station by Stephen West. So yes, if I do it that way, all you get to see is the title and what you need for it. And that's not to try and smash, because that's all on Ravelry. So there's that. And that's what it looks like. His version looks like. So what I had in mind was using up the stash. Hold on. Using up the stash, I wanted to make a all the pinks one. So I went through my Nurturing Fiber stash, because we're using up the stash, and I hauled out all my pinks. So I have a lot, okay? I have a lot. I will tell you about them as I show them. So I am now ready for the brioche section, which is this section here. This one here, yeah. So I've done all the wedges up here. So this is what mine looks like. Mine is on my signature needles because I can, because I have signatures, so therefore I will use them if I need a size 4, which is a US 6. And it starts off with this. Okay, now there's a lot of yarns in here called blush, and they don't always look anything like each other. So this top one is called blush. The second one is also blush. This one is Candy Rock. This one is, I don't think this one is a blush. Hold on. I do have the tags. I know I've got 3 blush, and they're all different. Okay, no, that's the last one. Okay, no, that was blush. Ha! Okay, so blush, blush, Candy Rock, blush. This one's called Amy, and this one's called Masherie. And I'm using Silver Fox, which is a variegated white and silver, as my neutral colorway. It's coming out yet orange. I don't know why. Let me fold it in half. There you go. Oh no, it's still coming out orange. Okay, there is no orange in this. It's all pinks. It's all different pinks. Yes, and the next 2 I will use a new color plus a color that I've done in here, because it's brioche and he's done it 2 colors. So I will do the dominant color in one of the new colors, and then I will repeat the less dominant in the one of the colors I've already done. I haven't decided what is coming next yet, so I don't know what I'm going to be using. What color's coming next? Yes. This did go fast as well, but funny enough, not as fast. And I don't understand, because I don't have as many stitches on the needle as the other shawl. Not as fast as the other one. But yes, I'm still loving this. I actually can't wait for it to be finished. I love working on it. I love seeing all the different pinks. Yes, I'm having a lot of fun with the pinks. With all the pinks. So that's my Exploration Station by Stephen West. And that is living because I've got 11 million balls of pink in my Knitting in the Hills that I got at the retreat bag. And the last, no, not the last, but this is a knit along, so this is the last knit along that I've got, is a Mystery Cow by Alicia Plummer. This one, I will say, I don't know how it's going to be, because it's written for worsted weight, and 2 things, we don't get a lot of worsted weight here in South Africa, and the second thing is I do not need a worsted weight shawl. I think this week I would have worn it every day except for today, because the sun's actually been out all day today. But yes, 1 week and it wouldn't even have been finished by now. So I'm doing it in fingering weights. I am waiting to see, the clues come out every 2 weeks. I am waiting to see what happens next, whether or not I actually just double the size of it or just keep it the same size. So I don't know what's coming. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see. It's the dock side. I don't have a picture to show you because it's a mystery girl. If you are doing it and you do not want to be spoiled, then please look away. I will attempt to remember to tell you you can look back again. Again, this is in, I'm doing it in Nurturing Fibers, and it's all, everything I'm using is in her sock wool, Super Twist sock wool. This is the colorway Charcoal, and that's the first clue. Nothing fancy. I am doing it on my Chow Goose. I have gone down to size 3.5, which is a US 4. And yes, that's the first clue. So you can look now if you want to, because I have packed it away. And that is living in my and work basket bag. And it is the clocks. Timey-wimey clock. The last thing I'm knitting on, because Pinky Girl, Sally Jane, has decided that she needs to vuma on her sock yarn blanket. So I was like, you can't beat me. I must win all the things. So I hauled mine out. And anyway, I will say one thing. I have changed needles on this, and I stopped the recording by mistake. I apologize. So what I was saying was, let me just move the keyboard out my way so I can't stop it again. Right, out the way. Last month I broke, I think, 2 needles doing sock blanket madness on this blanket because I'm Hulk. I break wooden bamboo needles, bamboo needles. So I ordered a set of just the Knit Pro Basic from Gina Natural Yarns.co.za in the 2.5mm size, and these are 20 centimeters long. They're just normal aluminium, and oh my goodness, are they making a difference, people. They are making a huge difference to how this blanket is knitting. I think it's because I'm not worried about snapping my needle, so I'm just knitting like I normally knit. I'm actually knitting a bit faster. So anyway, can't let Sally Jane win the whole race. So I picked my blanket up yesterday, and I don't count this one. I was halfway through this one when I put it down at the end of Blanket Madness. So I started there, but yesterday I did 1, 2, 3, 4 full squares, and I've started this one today, and I've got 2 more on this row to go. Then I'll have 140 squares on my blanket. Yes, I can't say this is going to carry on. I would like to see it grow a bit more. But yes, we'll see. We'll see. I'm enjoying it at the moment. It's not big enough to use as a blanket yet, mine. Mine's very long, but it's not very wide. So you can't really use it as a blanket yet. But yes, it makes me happy every time I see it because of all the different colors and all the different people. Because remember, if you remember correctly, I'm doing mine, each row is donated by one person. I do have one row that is donated by 2 people, I think. Yes, I do have one row that's been donated by 2 people, but the majority of them it's one. So yes, I do like my blankets, and I do want it to grow. So fingers crossed, people, fingers crossed. I wouldn't mind getting to 200 before the end of the year. That would be awesome. I think 360 would be even better, because that would work out to 1 square a year. Not this year, 1 square a year. And that, oh sure, can you imagine? And then I'd only have to do, wow. Just a few more things before I say totsies, and that is one of the ladies of my knitting group, Yamis, went to New Zealand, and she bought me back these cute little things to add to my blanket. I did say to her not to show, okay, because they're so stinking cute. They're called poppets, and they're 4-ply, 75% wool, 25% nylon, and they are sold by Countrywide New Zealand. It's approximately 10 centimeters. What? That doesn't make sense. It says approximately 10 centimeters to 42 meters. Okay, that's a big difference. So they're these little, they're tiny skeins of yarn, and she bought me 3 of them. And they're so stinking cute. Thank you, Kerry. I know I said thank you to you when I saw you, but I do think they're like the stinkest, cutest little things ever. Ever. I don't know if I could use them because they are so stinking cute. And then the other thing, because I think I've been actually very good with my Regia, must have all the Regia yarn. I have not been going to my local yarn store, so I have not been keeping up to date with the new stock that they keep getting in. However, again, my knitting group, one of the ladies who lives around the corner from the yarn store, and that's another reason why, because I've moved a bit further away from our local yarn store here in Joburg, one of them, and I haven't been going very often because I don't go that way anymore. I've moved in the opposite direction to the yarn store. And yes, she was posting that they've got the Floramania. So of course I had to go and buy. So I bought the blue. It's blue and bright yellow one. And I bought the purple and pink one. And I love them. And I love them. Jeez. Let's see. Let's have a chat because I've got to finish this. Rugby. There was rugby. South Africa did lose to Ireland. Thank you to everybody who pointed it out to me. Thank you. Thank you. There was the Canadian Grand Prix. I didn't watch it. It was on at It was on at 8:30 on a Sunday night. 8:30 on a Sunday night. I'm getting ready for bed because we have to get up at 5 o'clock on the Monday morning. Although we didn't get up this week. Monday was Shavuot, so the boys had off from school. And then today is Youth Day, so the boys are off from school. And then tomorrow is a school holiday, so they're not at school tomorrow. So they well, Deacon's finished exams. Matthew is still writing. He has one more left. They were both at school on Tuesday. Matthew was writing and Deacon was doing something to do with the Olympic Games. And then they were both at home yesterday. Yeah, because I'm such a bad mother, I just didn't let Deacon go to school. I was such a bad mother. Yo. And then next week they both, no. Deacon has to go to school Monday, Tuesday. Matthew has to go to school Wednesday. And then they both finish on Friday. That was complicated. But it's okay. That's what calendars are for. What else? So there was a Grand Prix. Ooh, where did I get to that? There was a Grand Prix. I know Lewis Hamilton won it. What else has happened? I can't think. Oh, I know, the French Open. Novak Djokovic finally won the French Open. Oh, thank the Pope. He finally, it's the one Open that's, it's the one Grand Slam, not Open. It's the one Grand Slam that he hasn't won. So he finally won it. Yes, it was very emotional. Is the word. Oh, and Serena Williams lost. She's also a Hulk. Serena Williams lost, yes. Oh. And I think that was it. I don't think there was there any significant cricket? Not that I know of. Yeah, no, there's no football. So yes, okay, I'm almost finished, people. Let me just take this. Right, a whole cup there. So, with that, I will say tot ziens. And remember, if you want to see progress, knit on one thing at a time.